Math homework helpers, it's time for math homework helpers, oh yeah! Math homework helpers, it's time for math homework helpers, oh yeah! Multiply, divide, add or subtract, figure what the answer will be. You can do it with a little help from your friends here on TV. Math homework helpers, it's time for math homework helpers, oh yeah! Math homework helpers, it's time for math homework helpers, oh yeah!
Hey there, second grade friends. Welcome to Math Homework Helpers How-to-Hotline with your friends here, Mr. Tang.
And I'm Max, and we're here to help you boys and girls with your math stuff, questions and problems and everything in between. But before we get started, I gotta ask, Mr. Tang, what's on your face?
Oh, this little thing? I'm wearing this mask to be safe. You know, with the pandemic going on, we want to make sure that we keep away from germs as much as possible.
Oh, okay.
But since we're outside here and you're about way more than 6 feet away, I guess I could take it off for the remainder of what we're doing here.
Okay. You know what? That's important. That safety's first, and we assess the situation. Very good.
I love it. All right.
So what do we got up first, Mr. Tang?
So our friends in second grade have been working in October throughout their number corner on some different ways that they can make and break 10.
Oh, wait a minute. Should we really be breaking things? Oh, not that kind of breaking. Gotcha.
Not that kind of breaking.
I have a very fancy vase back here, and I just want to make sure I don't ever
Let's not break that, no.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go ahead and look at some activities to review the work that we've done with combining, with addition combinations, 210, and their related subtraction facts.
Okie dokies.
All right, so our first set of equations here, we are going to circle all the ones that make 10 in green.
Ooh, okay.
So for the sake of working on some of the mental math things that we've been looking at the past couple years, we're going to go ahead and just quickly say, do you think this is going to make 10 or not? So think of some of the number patterns that you may or may not remember, okay?
Okie dokes.
So 6 plus 4, what do you think?
I think that makes 10.
Okay, let's go ahead and circle it. We'll check it. We'll check them all in a second.
Okay.
5 plus 5.
Oh, that's definitely 10. That's one of my favorites.
3 plus 1.
I don't think so. That seems a little low.
2 plus 8.
Yeah.
9 plus 0.
Let's see. 9's close to 10, but then 0. No.
Okay, 4 plus 6.
Oh, that's a hard one.
All right,
yeah. I think so.
Okay. What about 9 plus 1?
So that's what I was thinking of when I was looking at 9 plus 0. I'm going to say yes to 9 plus 1.
All right, boys and girls at home, as Max and I are doing this, I want you to be thinking, do you agree? Do you disagree? All right, let's move on. 3 plus 7.
No, I don't think so.
All right, 5 plus 3.
No.
7 plus 3.
Yes, 7 plus 3.
8 plus 2.
8, and then there's 2 more. Oh, yeah, that's 10.
10 plus 0.
Oh, no problem. That's totally 1, yeah.
1 plus 9.
Oh, yeah, that's like 9 plus 1.
And 0 plus 10.
And that's like 10 plus 0, so definitely circle that one.
You know, Max, something you said when we did 1 plus 9, you said that's like 9 plus 1. So we have related addition facts that use the same numbers that we're adding.
Oh.
So we have a 1 here, and a 1 here, and a 9 and a 9. So even though the order is different, instead of having 9 plus 1, we have 1 plus 9. They both equal
10. Cool.
All right, so let's go back and check each one just to double check and see if we got that right. I love how fast we're able to go through that. And some of those patterns, I love what Max said about 5 plus 5. Why is that your favorite one, Max?
Oh, just because I guess that was one of the first that I memorized, right?
Yeah, it's a doubles fact, right?
A doubles fact.
We have 5 and another 5, and we know that's going to equal
10.
So let's go ahead and fill that one in here. Do we have any more 5 plus 5s? Nope, that's the only one. All right, 6 plus 4. That's actually one of the harder ones for kids to remember.
Yeah.
Because it's not as nice and even as the 5s, right?
Right.
But if we're starting with 6, if we add 4 more, 1, 2, 3, 4, That gives us 10.
Oh, yeah. And you were still able to hold on to your pencil. That's pretty impressive.
That was pretty nice. Max, is there another one on here that's similar to 6 plus 4?
Oh, let me see here. Similar to 6 plus 4. 6. Oh, 4 plus 6.
4 plus 6. Again, same numbers with the 4 and the 6. They just might be in a different order, but instead we're starting with the number 4 and we're adding 6 to it. So we have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, what gives us 10.
10. Cool. 2 hands worth.
2 hands worth. All right, and you were right about some of these other ones. So 3 plus 1. If we start with 3 and we add 1, is that anywhere
4.
near 10?
That's not even close.
No, not even close. I love the way you thought through. So 2 plus 8, we're starting with 2, and we're adding 8 to it. We know that 8 is really close to 10, right?
That's right. That's
How
right.
far away is it from 10?
Well, if I had 8 and I go to 10, 9, 10, it's only 2 away.
It's only 2 away. So the same exact thing, but opposite here. If we start with 2, we're a little further away than we are if we start with 8. But if we count it, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Boom! 10!
So what we're saying here is that 2 and 8 make a really good combination for the number 10.
10. Oh, and look right below it. It's
Right
8
below
plus 2.
There we go.
Cool. Oh, I
And
like finding these patterns. That's part of the fun.
That is part of the fun, right? Finding the patterns. Boys and girls, I hope you see that in math, there are a lot of fun patterns that we can figure out and try to work with here.
Yep, yep, yep.
I love what Max was saying about this one here. If we're starting with 9
Yes.
and you're adding 0 to it,
We're not going anywhere.
we're not going anywhere. So there's no way we can get to
10.
All right. And then we have, at the end here, we have 9 plus 1.
And that's all you need to get to 10.
I
That's
love
kind
it.
of easy because when you're at 9, you only got to go one more.
If you put up 9 fingers, how far away are you from the number 10?
Just up,
Just that
pinky.
one.
There it is.
Do we have another one that's like that? Why don't you find the matching pattern one?
Oh yeah, underneath it. There you go. Over a little bit. 1 plus 9.
1 plus 9. We're starting with the same numbers. We have a 9 and a 1, and we combine them, we get 10.
And then if you go right next door, that 0 plus 10, that's another easy one.
Yeah, let's go ahead and knock those out first. So 0, if we start with 10 and we're adding nothing to it, that's
10.
going to give us 10.
You're not going to change it with a 0.
And
then there's the 10 plus 0, same thing.
Same thing. All right, this other one you have circled in green, it's 7 plus 3. So if we're starting with 7 and we're adding 3, 1, 2, 3, does that give us 10?
That gives us 10.
That gives us 10. That finishes it up. So let's go ahead and write that in there. But wait a second.
Yes.
We don't have any more circled. But do we have another one here that also matches the same pattern?
Let me see. 7 plus 3 equals 10. So if, let's see, 5. Wait a minute. I forgot one. I missed it. The first one on the second row there is 3 plus 7, which is the same as 7 plus 3. So that's got to be 10.
And you know what? I think some friends at home right now were shaking their head for a moment that you missed that one.
Oh, boy.
But
You know what? I got to make sure I take my time. That's why.
You have to make sure you take your time. And that's why it helps for us to go back and double check all this.
Uh-huh. Lesson learned.
Last one here, 5 plus 3.
Well, let's see. 5 is halfway to 10.
And we already said that 5 plus 5 equals 10.
So
So 5 plus anything else could not equal 10.
Right. Anything lower, absolutely.
Right,
Yeah.
especially something lower, so you know it's probably going to be less than 10.
Right.
We start with 5, we add 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. That just gives us 8.
8 is great, but it ain't no 10.
It's not 10.
Cool.
Great job, Max.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Tang.
All right, so now let's go ahead and take a look at some of these equations that break 10.
Oh, here's that whole breaking thing.
Just make sure you're staying in that window so you're not back there breaking anything, Max.
You got it. I'll be careful.
All right, so we're going to circle all the break 10 facts in red, then take a pencil and go back to do them. You know what? I think it might be a lot easier to figure these out because if we're breaking 10, what do we have to start with every single time?
I guess we have to start with 10.
We have to start with 10. They all look like subtraction problems, okay? So let's go ahead and see if we can do this nice and quick. 10 minus 5.
5.
So are we breaking 10?
We're breaking 10.
10 minus 2.
Breaking.
9 minus 5.
I don't think so.
No, because we're not starting with the number 10.
10.
10 minus 8.
Break it.
10 minus 3.
Still breaking.
8 minus 6.
No.
We're
Because
not
there's no
starting
10.
with 10. How about 10 minus 0?
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so it has a 10,
It has a 10.
but we're not breaking it. We're not taking anything away from it. So I guess not.
Let's go ahead and circle it for now because we do start with the number 10, right?
Okay. All right. You got it, Mr. Tang.
All right. How about 10 minus 6?
Yeah. That's breaking.
10 minus 1?
I smell breaking.
12 minus 12.
Oh, boy. This one's hard.
That one's a hard one.
I'm going to just guess. I'm going to say no.
All right, you're absolutely right. That's not breaking 10.
Woo!
How about 10 minus 7?
Breaking.
10 minus 10?
Breaking.
10 minus 9?
This is a breaking.
And 10 minus 4.
Oh, do you hear that? What is that? In the wind. Breaking!
Hopefully you're not breaking wind.
Oh, boy. Hey, that's a good one, Mr. Tang. I don't get it.
All right, so let's go back now and double check and do the math here. All right, 10 minus 5. So the nice thing about this is if you are home and you have counters, you can set up a nice little tens frame, or you can put out 10 of something, and this is what we're going to do. When we subtract, we're taking away. We're breaking that 10 up. So if we're starting with 10, let's go ahead and just use our fingers, continue using our fingers here. If we start with 10, we're taking away 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Max, how much are we left with?
One hand, which is 5.
Left with one hand. So 10 minus 5 equals one hand, or 5.
Cool.
All right, let's go ahead and keep going on here. We have starting with 10 minus 2. Minus 2. 1, 2.
5, 6. It's 8.
All right, and we have 10 minus 8. So we're getting rid of a lot here. Starting off with 10. How many are we subtracting? 8, right?
8.
Count with me.
That's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we're left with 2.
2. I should have probably picked a different color, but the answer is 2 over there. All right, 10 minus 3. So starting off with 10, let's go ahead and subtract 3.
1, 2, 3.
We're left with 5, 6, 7. We're left
7,
with 7.
yeah. That's a tough one.
That is a little bit harder, huh? All right, and this is one that you questioned earlier. If we have 10, if we're starting with 10 and
Yes,
we're
yes.
subtracting 0, are we really breaking 10?
I don't think so.
But we are subtracting. We're just subtracting how much?
0.
0. So if I'm starting with 10 and I subtract 0, I'm left with
10.
10.
Nice. So you would still consider that breaking 10?
I would because it's still a subtraction problem.
I see.
Yeah.
Interesting. Cool.
But that's a great conversation to have.
Oh, I'll get the call. I'll put the T on, and we'll have that conversation after we film this.
Let's do it.
Woo!
All right, next one, 10 minus 6. Starting with 10 and subtract 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6. Oh, we're left with 4.
Left with 4. I like this one a lot.
Oh, this is a fun one.
This is a fun one. We're starting with 10. We have 10 minus 1. We're starting with 10. And we're subtracting 1. 1.
Oh, that means we got 9.
We have 9 left. All right, 10 minus 7.
Wait a minute. I feel like we've done something like this before. Yeah, because we did 10 minus 3.
Ooh.
Is this, am I getting too fancy here?
You know, I love it. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. So we have 10 minus 3 equals 7.
Yes.
That's where you saw the 7.
That's where I saw that 7.
So 10 minus 7, what do you think it's going to be then, just based off looking at the pattern here?
I think the only number missing is the 3.
So let's go ahead and write the 3 here, and let's double check with our fingers.
Yes, let's do it. Always
All right,
good to double check.
So let's see if Max is right. We start with 10, and we subtract 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Boom!
We have 3.
3 left. Woohoo!
Wow, Max, that was a really good connection you just made.
Thank you, Mr. Tang.
All right, the next one seems kind of hard too. 10 minus 10.
Oh boy.
So if I start with 10 and I get rid of 10,
Oh, it's the mega disappearing trick. It's 0.
another math magic trick for us. Do you think I need to sit there and just count all the way to 10.
I mean, it does improve your dexterity.
It does help with the finger flexibility, yes.
Yes. But I guess not. I guess some of this you could probably do in your head.
Some of it you can do in your head. And
Some of
boys
the
and girls,
easier
as
ones.
you're doing this at home, as you're working through the math problems, start looking for these patterns so that it does become a lot easier for you to be able to do at home in your head.
Nice.
10 minus 9.
Oh boy, we're taking a lot of fingers away here.
Yeah, we're taking a lot of fingers away, right? We know that 9 is going to be really close to 10. It's only 1 away from 10 that we discussed earlier.
Right.
So let's go ahead and just count to 9 for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
That's right. So it's just one
So
left.
we're left with 1. And another way we could think about this is if we start with 10, the last one we did, we took away all 10. They're all gone.
Right.
But if we take away 9, that's only 1 less than 10. So
Right.
it's like taking away 10 and adding 1 back.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
So that's another pattern that we can start taking a look at as we get more familiar with these numbers. So 10 minus 9 is 1. Last one here, we have 10 minus 4. So we're starting with 10. We're breaking it by subtracting 4.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, so you left with 6.
We're left with 6. So 10 minus 4 equals 6.
Cool. Oh my gosh, we already done. That's awesome.
We're done. So that was a great job. Boys and
Yeah.
girls, as you're practicing this at home, make sure you're thinking about the patterns that we see, like Max was talking about, all of the different ways that we can make 10 or break 10.
Nice.
Unfortunately, boys and girls, that's all the time we have for today.
Oh, well, you know what? I'm Max.
And I'm Mr. Tang.
And
for
thank you,
joining
boys and
us.
girls. Yeah, thanks for coming and watching. And have fun working your math stuff.
Stay safe.